I'm Dr. Gary Sachs from Sachs Wellness Center, and I'm here with Teresa Schmidt, nutritional therapist, and Dr. Madison Saylor, chiropractic physician. We wanted to take a few minutes to give you a chance to get to know us a little bit better.
Good. I think that's a great idea. Let's start with you.
All right.
You've been here for 44
Yeah.
years. Yeah, 44 years. So how did you get started here?
Well, it's a long story, so I'm going to try to compress it here. But, really, when I think of what motivated it, I was really involved with a group of people that were very interested in both yoga and what they ate.
Mm-hmm.
And so back then they were vegetarians, now we call them plant-based, basically,
Mm-hmm.
And what I noticed was that they found ways to help with whatever condition they had. They used what they ate, they used vitamins, and they used these various exercises that worked with the spine. And that's really how I got interested in chiropractic, because it's so focused on the spine.
Were you, did you meet a chiropractor that you experienced with?
Yeah, what happened was that whenever I would do a particular yoga position that was like upside down, where, I would get a really severe headache. And my teacher said, you need to go see a chiropractor.
That would do it.
And that's how it all started, So I got to know that chiropractor really well. He told me to check out a school because he thought, I just had a lot of interest. And one thing led to another. And really my interest was, what can you do with a person's spine that could make them overall healthier? How could that be? And how could you combine that with food, and nutrients, and also to, I guess I just expanded into what are all the things that we could do to help people not ever need surgery, or help them if they needed to have surgery but to recover better, or to get to where they didn't need as many medications or not any medications, because we know if people can get well without them, they don't have to deal with side effects and the long-term condition. So one thing really led to another.
And wasn't even there some, like at that time period, adjustments used to work so much quicker, they'd hold longer, and then it started finding that the adjustments, they needed more adjustments and they needed them more often, and it would take longer. That was nutrition.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That really
was
was what, yeah, because as time has gone along, really, Americans have had more food that is less dense available to them. I guess that's the nicest way I could say it. The convenience, the fast foods, and just the convenient things you can get at the grocery store. They're fast, but you're giving up more than just getting rid of some saving of time. So
they're nutrient depleted.
yeah, it was like that. So.
You also mentored under a very famous doctor, which had some influence, if I remember that correctly.
Dr. George Goodhart was the man that started using muscle testing and that's gone into so many different ways. And I owe a lot to him in terms of showing me how much can be done in a natural way with the body, because he incorporated acupressure points, he incorporated ways of using the lymphatic system. He used very specific nutritional supplements that matched what he was finding. And so by putting these things together, you were able to help people in many more ways, than were available before that.
And I think it stands that when something's right, it stands the test of time. And the supplements, the supplements that he used, we are still using today.
Yeah.
So stands this good quality, excellent quality, very reasonable, and so that's helped probably in the whole practice us help people longer and get better and better and better over time. So
Dr. Goodhart is the one that found that company to use so specifically. They're 90 years old now, that company, and still pretty much making all their own supplements. And so really that kind of leads to here you are,
Yeah.
29
does.
years
Yeah.
in this practice,
29 years, yes.
going
Yeah.
through many different renditions of what your role was here. But what made you so interested that that staying here for 29 years has been fulfilling?
Well, I think bottom line that I believe in what we do and what we're able to do here, and that just feeds my need to help people, and in this way. I did start here 29 years ago, which sounds kind of crazy, but started out as a biller, and then I went to office manager, and then the administrator, and I did those things for about 15 years. And you had always done applied kinesiology that whole time with your chiropractic, so you had nutrition-based practice, which I loved, and the fact that we saw families, and it wasn't just get a 2-minute adjustment and leave. You focused on their health, their wellness, not just an adjustment. You wanted them to be healthy, so I really love that. And when you went back for training on the nutrition part of things with Yulin, I assisted you a lot with that.
Yeah.
Became very interested in that, and then your practice got so busy, we decided either we'd have to bring somebody else on, or maybe I would go to school to do it also. So that worked out at a perfect time in my life.
Yeah.
And it it's just gone from there, and still love every single day I do it.
Yeah. And you do it all day, every single day.
Yes, I do. Yes, with excellent results. I
Yeah.
can tell you how many times in the last 2 weeks, which means after the holidays, people have come in and said, I have never felt this good in my life.
Oh, that's great.
And and they say because of what we do here, but I say all we did was show you how to do what you should have been doing in the first place.
We need their help.
Yes,
They-
they have to.
It's a
participate.
partnership. Yeah. It
Yeah.
really is.
So
Yeah.
so that's how I got started, and I love it every single day, and what we can do every single day for the
That's
people
great.
that come here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
How
then
about
the newest kid on the block here, I guess, what made you feel attracted to want to be here? I mean, we knew why we wanted you here, but why did you want to be a part of this practice?
Well, I've always known ever since I was little that I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to help people. And so through a series of events, especially personal experience, I found chiropractic, and I found how important adjustments and exercise can be to helping someone get rid of pain or improve their functional ability, whatever seems to be ailing them. Well, I finally was able to go to school and get educated and graduate as a doctor of chiropractic, which dream come true.
Yeah, good.
But the experience that I had at chiropractic school opened my eyes to see how big of a world that there is in the sense of nutrition and actually working with muscles, and one little muscle not working as strong as it should can throw off the whole entire body. And when I found out that Sachs Wellness Center was an office that specialized in techniques like nutrition and applied kinesiology, focusing on those muscles, a really nice rehab program, that sparked my interest to investigate. And I've always believed that as physicians, sometimes we hone in on one problem and we start focusing too much on that one area, and we need to take a step back and remember that we're treating a whole person. It's not just that one little problem that they come to see us for. And I feel like Sachs Wellness Center does a great job of addressing that. We've already kind of mentioned that in the beginning, but that's what really drew me to the practice, is that we are really awesome at incorporating the whole person, not just that one little problem. And I think that's the best way to the road to wellness, is address the whole person. So I'm happy to be here.
Well, we're so glad you are here.
Yeah, we are.
Good. Excellent.
And I'm honored to work with both of you.
Oh,
So-
thanks.
Thanks.
So if you have other questions, feel free to contact us. You can just call the office at 989-732-7000, or you can also find more information on our website at sacswellnesscenter.com.